All right, I'm going to try outside today. It's just way too pretty. You're not going to see me so much as you'll see the artwork. This is one I did last week. I was doing it as a birthday card and I kind of finished it up. And what I drew was lantana. And what I thought about is when a lot of people draw flowers, they like to do the little circle and loop-to-loop flower. So I thought I'd talk you through how to get it to look like it's from the side. And I don't really need a photo reference, so I thought, well, if you're going to draw along with me, maybe you can kind of just draw along with me and not really worry too much about a photo reference. When most people draw, they have a tendency to do this little circle and then the loop-to-loops around the outside instead of thinking of it like a cup. So the flower that we're going to do today is more like a cup. I draw lots of cone flowers. I love them. I don't have to really look at them to draw them. So, but I like to draw them from that idea of a cup from the side. So what I'm going to do is just kind of sketch a fairly quick water-soluble marker, or actually it's a water-soluble sketch pencil, but you can use any pencil. And what I'm going to do is just kind of give myself the ring area of where I want the flower to kind of be, and then the center area. And it almost looks like a hat. Kind of got this hat thing going. And cone flowers have these beautiful center areas that kind of stick up. And what I'm going to do is just give myself kind of this almost a pineapple look. Give me that cone flower. And I have to kind of think of it as 3D. And then I'll build my petals from there. And I usually build one or two at a time. And I kind of work through the idea that it was going to fold out and bend around. And it's going to fold out and bend around. And the neat thing is you don't have to use the same spacing at any time. And I really try to kind of keep it fairly loose. We've talked about that before. Just keep it loose and let it go. And then underneath here, I'm going to kind of build it. Usually they'll have kind of a green or some area that, you know, holds it together down there. And I'm going to actually just kind of scoop and give myself just an indication of maybe where those leaves and things might be rolling. And again, that's enough. You know, leave it, get in there, get out of there, and move on. We talked about this before with 3, okay? It's better to do 3 than 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do kind of 3. So I'm going to call this my first one. Again, what I'm trying not to do is do that center and the loop-to-loop around. Keep things kind of organic, right? Avoid the center and, you know, the loopy-loop petals. So think of it again like a cup or even an upside down cup. This second one is going to be just a little smaller. And I'm going to think again of that top hat and how it might radiate from that center. Give myself some textures. And again, that side petal, almost like maybe ponytails, pigtails, and go ahead and give kind of like an umbrella effect coming out from that center. And a little nick, little curl. Again, a lot of times what you don't draw is just as important as what you do draw. So get in there and get out of there as quick as you can and just let that flower evolve, all right? Don't try to draw the whole thing. We have what's called closure. Our mind will close this for us and make a flower for us. So sometimes if we just give, you know, a few indications, that's all we need. You guys are already starting to see that flower. And I'm really not even drawing it for you very well. But you're like, oh, that's all I got to do? That's it. That's it. All right, and then I'm just going to throw in and then thinking just a little bit. Believe it or not, knowing design, being aware of design, helps in these kind of sketches real quick. Okay, and then what I do is I like to do what's called a breaking the frame. So all I'm going to do is just kind of give myself a loose edge that maybe this flower is going to work out from. And again, this is a design concept. It's nothing new. It's been around in the art world for years. So I'm just going to do a little bit of breaking the frame. And I'm designing in this space. And we'll just see where this drawing goes. I have a lot of different materials that I'll work with. So this is really kind of our first step, just sketching it in, locking it in, and getting that much going.